we're back out here on this site after a couple of days just seeing the progress, and I thought I'd take this time to give you a little bit of Demolition 101 and a little bit of appreciation for what you're looking at. When you look at these commercial demolitions, as well as the residential ones, but the commercial especially, there's a lot of meetings, a lot of discussion about what we're demoing, what the structure's like, where are the strong points, where are the weak points. So they go through everything. They walk the site, they go inside and see if there's going to be any problems or whatever. So there's a lot of research ahead of time that happens before any of the equipment shows up or before they even get this fence put up around here. So they've got demolition experts and engineers and everyone that are all involved prior to even showing up. So demolition is not mayhem. Demolition is strategic, it's planned, and it's all done professionally because it's a huge safety issue. One wrong move, and it's happened. One wrong move, and things could go sideways really quick. And that's the whole point of it. You're here to take a building down, get it hauled off, and go to the next project without incident. That's basically what it is. So when these guys show up, they get everything planned. If you notice, they'll demo a little bit, they'll back up, they'll clean up, they'll sort, they'll load trucks. So they got the trucks timed with the demos so the truck's not waiting out there forever. They'll get rubble built up. Once he shows up, they'll load him, send him off again, demo a little bit more, sweep up, clean up, keep everything nice and tight, and keep just working through it. It's a process. They work through it. They don't just go haphazardly, hey, we're gonna drive in this side of the building and head out the back. So that would be fun. I mean, and blowing it up or whatever. There's so many things involved, but everyone wants to know, why don't they just blow it up? No, it's a little more than that. It's pretty involved. And so just to be able to appreciate what these experts out here are involved with and how they approach these demolitions. When I show you what's going on, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's dust control. You got to make sure the neighbors don't get wiped out with the dust or debris. It's containment. They got riprap, that's big, heavy, broken rock going out the exits so that when the trucks go out, they're not dragging anything out into the street. The wheels, if it gets a little bit muddy or something later on when we start taking up this slab, the wheels will be hosed off. So it's try to keep everything inside the job site. And if you notice, the laborer just sprayed down the site before I turned the camera on just to wet everything down, and then he's running around with the Bobcat that's got the brush on it, and he just keeps brushing up anything and keep sweeping. So it's kind of funny. They're up here sweeping, they're doing everything but breaking out the mop and glow, and just to keep the containment, to keep the dust down. And if you notice in the background, and like I said, we'll take some shots around, but watch how they'll demo a section, they'll break all the concrete away from the rebar, they'll separate the rebar out, they'll separate anything out. So they're in the separating process right now, waiting for the next truck to come around. They'll load him up with either a truckload of metal, truckload of concrete, or a truckload of just like roofing, debris, or whatever like that. They separate all that kind of stuff out. And this company does recycle, and they make money off of that metal, and they make money off of everything they take out of here. So it's kind of nice just to look at demolition with a little bit different set of eyes, that it's all a systematic process. So it's not demolition, what everyone thinks, oh man, we get to crash anything. And I don't care what these guys on the HGTV or whatever that show you jumping through walls and things like that. These guys would never do that. Everything's systematic. Those machines cost a lot of money. You think someone's just going to run in there and bash things around and have all that rubble fall on these pieces of equipment? The guy will get a tap on his shoulder real quick and say, hey, that's real nice that you're real good at doing all this, but you're off my site. You'll get let go really quick. These machines cost a ton of money. Also, if you look at the machines, they have tons of hoses on them. Those are all hydraulic lines that work all the different attachments that go on. And the debris, sometimes it'll fall a different way that he's expected, and sometimes it'll hit the hoses. And so they've got to drop down and they've got to fix the hose. So those hydraulic lines can get damaged pretty easy on these type of demolitions. So care has to be taken. They have to watch every move, and it's based on their experience. You don't put a novice on a big high-reach piece of equipment like this. These guys are all worked their way up and prove themselves every day that goes along, and get into the real big machines that'll reach way high, and it's a lot of stress. Get those pieces of equipment up in the air, and one wrong move and you're falling over into the street, and we don't want that. And so just kind of talking a little bit, and I think I'm going to post this even though I'm talking a little bit more, but I just want everyone to appreciate the professionalism and the expertise that's out here. And so when you do look back at watch this demolition or any other demolition that I show you in the future, that'll give you an idea. None of it is haphazard. Everything's discussed. Everything is planned, and it just, when you know that like I do, I've been doing this for so many years, when you realize how much planning and everything, and you're sitting in all those meetings and discussing everything, and then you come out here and it's going exactly what they're talking about, and just exactly, Dixon, like I said, these guys know what they're doing, and they'll tell you exactly what they're gonna do, and you'll come out here and see it. And it's a beautiful thing. And so these people, these operators and laborers and everyone else that's out on these job sites need to be appreciated for their professionalism. I'm just putting it out there. So it's not just thrown together every morning. And they communicate. That's the other part I want to throw in there. The communication is constant. You got a lead guy out here that's directing all the shots, and he knows what's going on, and all these guys do exactly what they're supposed to be doing. So everyone knows where everyone is. No one's going to get injured or anything. We're all going to go home safe and live to demo another one. So let's take a quick run around. I've probably been rambling a little bit too long. I don't usually do this as much, but I think I want to try to talk a little bit more about this kind of stuff, because just to let you know what you're looking at, and so appreciate you listening to me a little bit longer. That's probably enough equipment operation for one day. You can kind of understand what's going on. You can see the mechanic's truck in the background. He's working on another piece of equipment. They always have some sort of maintenance, or sometimes an attachment will break loose or something. So these things are a constant maintenance, and because of the amount of work that they do and the impact on the equipment and everything, so it's just constant. So these companies not only have all these pieces of equipment and operators, they've got full-time mechanics that run around and take care of everything, whether it's a broken hydraulic line or a tooth broken on a bucket or something. They're out there fixing everything, and they work just as hard as the equipment operators and laborers do. So that's kind of a unique thing to be as a heavy equipment mechanic. So if you want to get out and about and don't want to have to work at a dealership every day, go to the same place, get a hold of these big equipment operators. They're always needing some qualified mechanic to come out on site. So you get your own truck, you get to run all around, and a lot of overtime, and you're always kind of emergency calls. There's always something that broke that needs to get fixed real quick so they can keep going. They don't always schedule out the maintenance issues or things, hydraulic lines that break or blow or whatever like that. And so you're on the go and you're on call and you're running a lot, but a lot of overtime, a lot of money. So that's something else to consider. Anyway, we'll give you a few more minutes of this action out here, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here.